He is clearly one of the 64 best quarterbacks on the planet.
The fact that they have a de facto monopoly over professional football in this league puts more of an onus on the NFL to do the right thing, not on Kaepernick to kowtow to them.
All you did was give them all the ammunition they wanted with the way this was handled.
You talk about me that way, bye. Go get a job. Why don't you go to CFL? Canada's not far. I was just in Toronto. It's a beautiful city. I heard Montreal's a beautiful city. Both of them have football teams. I mean, you don't have to be in the NFL.
Is he going to be happy in a backup role? Or his people, him and his whole entourage is going to come in as a coach? I don't want it, I can promise you that.
When you want a job, these are not things that you do.
I'm not sure why he's not with the team right now, but there certainly should be opportunities for him.
You think I have a problem with a man that is kneeling and protesting racial oppression and police brutality? Do you know anything about my history?
Colin Kaepernick's workout last weekend made for a fiasco and media frenzy. On any sports show, you could find experts and insiders positioning and jockeying to promptly place the blame on someone. The NFL, on Cap, on the media, on lawyers, you name it. Criticism and confusion also hovers over the actual organization and execution of the workout. One of the men asked by the NFL to coordinate the original workout at the Atlanta Falcons facility was former Raiders and Browns coach Hue Jackson, who opted not to participate after Kaepernick decided to move the workout elsewhere. And we are now joined by Hue Jackson. Hello, Coach. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
What's going on, Coach?
Good. How you guys doing today?
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Really excited to kind of get your thoughts on what happened that morning that caused you to opt out of participating in the workout.
You know, Roz, what happened was, you go to an establishment, you go to Atlanta, you get to Flowery Branch, you're excited about the morning, you've mapped out the day, you know exactly what it's going to look like, you're excited about being around Colin again. I always admired him because I wanted to draft him when I was at Oakland. So it was a chance for me to reconnect with him and kind of see where he is and to do something that the NFL asked me to do. They asked me to run this workout in Atlanta, so I wanted to go create the right environment for him to be the best he can be. And as you get into the day, the hours are passing and you still thinking through this process that you're going to take this young man through, and then all of a sudden you start hearing that this might not happen. And then about 2:50 for me, I knew for sure it wasn't happening. And I go, uh-oh, it fell apart. So that's why we're all sitting here today talking about it.
So to be clear, you found out 10 minutes before his scheduled workout that there would be no workout.
Absolutely.
What level of communication did you have, whether it would be with Colin Kaepernick's representatives, Colin Kaepernick's trainer, team, whoever he had there? What level of communication did you have with those folks about the workout and what the workout was going to entail prior to learning that there would not be a workout?
I spoke to Colin's agent, Jeff Nally, more than I did anybody. I never spoken to Colin. So we never really got into the true process. I think me and Jeff had a conversation about what we like to see happen, what we were trying to accomplish, as a whole.
And when was that conversation?
That conversation was on Friday.
The day before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you think it would be important to have a chance to speak with Colin Kaepernick before such an important workout?
Oh, I wanted to. There's no question. I asked that question several times, but that just never happened. But I do get...
What was the answer you were given?
Well, the answer was, we'll get to it. And again, I'm sure he was getting himself ready and prepared for the workout, more so than anything. I think the most important part, though, to all of this is I think we all have to understand, I get this workout thing. At the end of the day, being a coach and seeing it firsthand, it happens really quickly. Those things have to come together. When you're in the National Football League, you get somebody hurt, you're going to work a particular player out. I mean, it could happen in 24 hours, let alone 3 or 4 days.
But, Coach, not like this where the NFL contacts a player and they arrange all the teams. It's not like a combine.
Well, no doubt. But when you say they arranged all the teams, I think every team understands we always have to be on call if there's a player for your organization, and now this happens to be for everybody.
But what changed? Because, in other words, he's always available. Everyone's been saying, we've been calling all the teams. They haven't returned our calls. Then this workout is scheduled. The idea that was told, that the media was told in advance, it was leaked, is that maybe there are teams that, and it made sense, maybe there are teams that need some cover. right? So they want us, but then Kaepernick's people said we weren't given, no one leaked anything to us. If really a team was interested, someone would have said something. Did you get the sense from anything you heard that there was a particular team or two interested in Kaepernick?
I never got the feeling that there was a particular team that was interested in him, but that there was going to be an opportunity granted, that the National Football League wanted to put their best foot forward to create an opportunity for him to showcase his talent and ability. That's what was said to me.
Coach, did you think that the intentions of the NFL, since you were called in by them to facilitate this workout, did you feel that the intentions were genuine?
I did. I mean, or else I wouldn't have done it. I never would have signed my name to something that wasn't genuine.
Do you think it could have been a success if he showed up?
I do. I truly believe that. I think for the teams to take their Saturday away and send their personnel there, for the Falcons to leave personnel there, I really felt that everybody was trying to do everything they could to put their best foot forward. That's why I wanted to be at my best on Saturday.
Did you sign a waiver?
No,
Okay.
a waiver.
No. I'm sorry, not a waiver. I apologize. Did the NFL have you sign anything?
No.
All right. The reason I asked that question is because to point to it, when I spoke to folks with the NFL, they said that the waiver that they presented to Colin Kaepernick was to protect him, just like they were trying to protect anybody. In other words, anybody that's there under their jurisdiction, they have to safeguard themselves from being in a position to be sued or anything like that. That's the only reason I asked that question.
Well, that's understood.
Okay.
I mean, that happens throughout the National Football League. Now, do I know exactly what was in the particular waiver for Colin? No, I don't.
I do.
Did
I
not
read
see
it.
Good.
I read it. It's not the standard waiver.
Well, but at the end of the day, I just think, those things are above and beyond me. My thing was, let me make sure that I prepare this player to have the best workout he's ever had.
I would like you to educate our audience on exactly what a workout actually entails. We saw Colin Kaepernick at a high school 51 miles away, throwing footballs to the receivers of his choice, the Bryce Butlers of the world and others, Ellington and others. We get that. How would a workout, if at all, and I don't know whether you saw his actual workout or not.
I did not.
You did not. Okay. So explain to us what a workout for an NFL team, what a workout by you this past Saturday would have entailed.
It probably would have lasted for about an hour. And first, it probably would have had him warm up, just like anybody else would have. We would have had probably anywhere from 65 to 70 throws with the receiver crew that was there. We would have done a lot of different routes, starting with the route tree, work route combinations, do everything we can to put Colin in some positions where he can be successful, demonstrate his athletic talent and ability to move in the pocket, because he's always been able to do that. But then we would have put him under some duress too, because you got to be able to see that and know that a player can still handle that.
What do you mean duress? Explain that to our
Well, we would try to rush. I would have had somebody rush him where he would have had to use his athletic ability to either move up and out or back door, front door to come out and make those throws to simulate some type of blitz that was coming, to where he would have had to get the ball out of his hands, make him speed up his body and do things in as much as a game time fashion as you can so people can see it.
All right, we're just going to take a really quick break. We're going to come back with Coach Jackson for more conversation around last Saturday's, I guess it was kind of a failed NFL workout, but Kaepernick did hold his own as well. So we'll be back to talk more on that, okay? Still to come on First Take, it's a big showdown in Foxborough this weekend, but which QB will have the better performance, Dak Prescott or Tom Brady? Plus, 2 NFC frontrunners face off on Sunday. So which team actually needs this win more, the Packers or the Niners? We'll debate it.
Don't miss full reaction to NFL Week 12 on Monday. Will America's team impress or regress against the defending champions? Will Philly get back on track in the Battle of the Birds? And do the Packers or Niners reign supreme atop the NFC after Sunday? All that and more